the US has reportedly decided to send extra fighter jets including F-22 Raptors, F-35 Lightning II-B2 stealth bombers to Australia to deter possible Chinese military aggression and threats from North Korea. The unclassified report, the summary of which was revealed on November 29, highlights the US's vast military capabilities and the Biden administration's strategic priorities, which include dealing with China's military buildup. Following a review of US military resources throughout the world, the Pentagon sought to enhance bases in Guam and Australia to confront China. Improvements are expected to begin next year and will include airfields that will help the US Department of Defense get troops in and out of the region rapidly for drills, deployments, or a potential confrontation. Mara Karlin, the US Department of Defense's Deputy Undersecretary for Policy said, "You'll see new rotational fighter and bomber aircraft deployments in Australia." The review, which was ordered by President Biden in February, is one of several defense policy assessments expected to be released in the coming months. Recent developments, such as the withdrawal of US troops from Afghanistan, China's rising military aggression toward Taiwan, and a dangerous Russian military buildup near the Ukrainian border, make such analyses all the more relevant. The increased aircraft rotations in Australia are an indication that the US is moving forward with a strategy as a major pillar of its tougher defense posture to deter China. These aircraft could include B-2 stealth bombers, as well as F-22 and F-35 stealth fighter jets. The top US Air Force official in the Pacific indicated in September that the service was keeping its options open about which military jets will become part of an enlarged American presence in Australia. Pacific Air Force's Commander General Kenneth Wilsbach told reporters at the annual Air Force Association conference that the aircraft with which Australia will agree and will be deployed, including F-35s, F-22s, and B-52s, as well as B-1s. The US Air Force regularly conducts drills with the Royal Australian Air Force and deploys bombers to the continent on a regular basis. Both are part of the F-35 Joint Strike Fighter program and the Five Eyes intelligence sharing agreement with the United Kingdom, New Zealand, and Canada. In July, the US Air Force deployed more than 24 F-22 stealth fighters to a training exercise in the Western Pacific, an unusually huge deployment of the powerful jets that observers believe sent a strong message to China. For Operation Pacific Iron 2021, about 25 F-22 Raptors from the Hawaii Air National Guard and Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson, Alaska, were deployed to Guam and Tinian Islands. The F-22s are fifth-generation fighter jets that include stealth technology and combine onboard sensor systems with off-board information systems to provide their pilots with a complete view of the fighting environment. These fighters were accompanied by two C-130J transport aircraft from the 374th Airlift Wing at Yokota Air Base in Japan. Similarly, at least 3 B-52 bombers from North Dakota's Nino Air Force Base were deployed to Andersen Air Force Base in Guam. The bombers are frequently accompanied by KC-135 tankers.